What's up guys, Groovy Guitar Dude here with a beginner guitar tutorial for Levitating by Dua Lipa and DaBaby. If this video helps you out, hit that like and subscribe button and let me know down in the comments below what are the songs by Dua Lipa or DaBaby that you want to learn on guitar. Guys, the first thing that you want to know to play Levitating on guitar is that in order to add some bar chords and keep this song as beginner friendly as possible, we're going to capo up to 2nd fret. And if you don't have a capo, I'll have a link to get this capo for free right up here. The next thing that you want to know to play Levitating on guitar is the structure of this song. We're going to start out with a verse, then go to pre-chorus, then chorus, then verse, pre-chorus, chorus again. Then we're gonna have a bridge, and then we'll finish up with a pre-chorus and one last chorus. And guys, the last thing that you wanna know before we dive into Levitating is the 3 chords that we need to play this song. The first one is A minor 7. The next one is G. And the last one is D minor. And I'll have chord charts for all of those in the pinned comment below for those of you who need them. And with all that in mind, guys, let's dive into Levitating. Oh, guys, I just love this song. It's been so stuck in my head for the past couple of weeks since this song first came out. I've just been jamming on it. It's a groovy feeling song, so it's a perfect fit for this channel, and I'm so stoked to share it with you guys. It's also a great song for beginner guitarists because we just have one chord progression that's going to repeat through the whole song, and we just have 2 strum patterns that we're going to alternate between depending on where you're at in the song. So the first thing we'll take a look at is the chord progression that's going to repeat through the whole song. That chord progression is going to be A minor 7, G, D minor, and then back to A minor 7. And that chord progression right there is going to repeat through the whole entire song start to finish. Now let's take a look at our strum patterns. So the first strum pattern that we're going to take a look at is the strum pattern that we're going to use for all of our verses and our bridge. This is going to be the only strum pattern that we're going to be using for our verses and our bridge, and then we'll have a separate strum pattern that we'll be using for our pre-choruses and our choruses that we'll go over in just a second. But this is the verse and bridge strum pattern. For each one of those chords, we're just going to do 2 down strums. So just like this for each chord. Use our A minor 7 as our example. We'll go down, down, just about like that. And you may want to use your palm of your hand to kind of mute it in between each down strum and give it kind of that choppy and bouncy feeling. It helps, but you don't necessarily have to do that if you're a beginner. But if you want to do that, all you got to do is do your strum and then quickly rest your palm of your hand onto the strings to mute that. Otherwise, you can just play it just about like that, and that'll sound great and it'll sound perfect. So a little walkthrough of what that'll actually look like for our whole chord progression is this. We'll start with our A minor 7. We'll go down, 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 again, down, 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 down. Just about like that, and that's going to repeat through all of our verses and our bridge. That should sound pretty familiar. That'll actually line up perfectly with that little part that's being played in the song. Sounds super groovy. It's really simple to play. It's a lot of fun. So a couple of times through that chord progression with that verse and bridge strum pattern will look about like this without me talking. And guys, the only other thing that you need to know to play Levitating on guitar is what we're playing for our pre-choruses and our choruses. Now, for our pre-choruses and choruses, we're going to use that same chord progression. Again, same chord progression used through the whole entire song. A minor 7, G, D minor, and then back to A minor 7. But we're going to switch up what we're playing for our strum pattern. For our strum pattern, for each chord, we'll play this. Our A minor 7 as our example here. We're going to go down, down, up, followed by a short pause before we switch to our next chord. So it'll look about like this with our whole progression. We'll go down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. Again, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. Just about like that. And I love this part of the song. It's so fun to play because it really does give it that kind of funky, groovy feel. I love it. It's a lot of fun to play, and it's really beginner friendly as well. It's an awesome strum pattern. I love using this one. It's just a blast. So guys, pretty straightforward here. Pretty much the same thing we just played through with our verses and our bridge as well. The one we just played through a second ago. but with that new strum pattern there that we're using for our pre-chorus and our chorus. So nothing too crazy here, just adding in that new strum pattern for the pre-chorus and chorus, but a couple of times through that pre-chorus and chorus chord progression and strum pattern without me talking will look about like this. And guys, that is everything you need to know to play Levitating on guitar. As always, if you have any questions, you can hit me up in the comments down below. I'm usually pretty quick getting back to those. And again, if this video helped you out, hit that subscribe button. I have about 800 other guitar and ukulele lessons on this channel, and I usually try to post at least 3 to 5 new lessons every single week. So if you're learning guitar or ukulele, there could not be a more perfect channel for you to check out. If you want to see what songs I'm jamming on, where I'm traveling right now, or pictures of my dog, you can hit up my Instagram at the Groovy Guitar Dude. Link for that will be in the description below. And lastly, guys, if you want to support the channel and get your name in the credits at the end of each new guitar tutorial, you can hit up my Patreon at patreon.com/thegroovyguitardude. Link for that will be in the description below as well. Guys, Levitating is such a fun new song. I'm totally digging it. I've pretty much since the last like 2 or 3 weeks since this song came out, it's just been constantly stuck in my head. It's just such a groovy and funky kind of song. I love it. It's a cool sound. I really have been digging pretty much everything that Dua Lipa's been putting out lately. She's kind of my favorite, or one of my favorite pop artists that are currently popular right now. She's just been making a lot of music that's awesome. She almost has like this kind of like funk, groove, disco kind of feel lately that she's been doing with a lot of the stuff that she's been putting out, and I really like that. It seems like some artists are gravitating that direction, but she seems to kind of be leading the charge as far as the pop scene goes, and I dig it. I love that kind of music. I love like disco kind of music, and I love the Bee Gees and Casey and the Sunshine Band, and this kind of reminds me, some of the sounds in this song and some other ones that I've heard from her kind of sound like they have that feel, and I totally love that. As far as the guitar goes in this song, there's nothing too crazy, no bar chords, no super complicated strum patterns, just a great song for beginner guitarists to learn who are just getting into guitar. Very easy chord progression, very easy strum patterns to go along with it, and a lot of fun to play. So guys, I had a blast learning this song. I hope you guys have a lot of fun learning as well, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see y'all soon.